It is the brand I ordered. Let me see if they send me the right one, the model. Let's start with, this one looks like it was already opened. Wow. This one looks like already opened too. Look at it. And I just opened up the package right here. This one is the Piscifun XS 50. Okay, there is a little manual, the diagram of what's inside of the reel. That does look like it was opened. There's a little tool. I assume that's for the handle when you're taking it off. Yeah, it does look like they opened it up. Let me see if I can see tear and wear on it. I can't see anything on it. No scratches. No marks. Okay, here is one. The XS 50 from and this is, oh, by the way, I ordered the left-handed version. It is left-handed. That's good. Yeah, you can even see it on the box, on the marks. It was ripped here. So I don't know, maybe because it was in a cheap bag, maybe that's what it is. The next one is going to be the KastKing Rover. Let's see if they send me the model what I wanted. They got a little pouch, a little bag in there. Same thing. You can't even see it in manual because that's not a manual. It's basically telling you the inside of the gear layout for the 40-60, 40-60, then 70, then 80-90. No instructions how to operate this thing. And this is the KastKing Rover 50L. The L means left-handed version. Pretty smooth. Piscifun. I like this one better. I do. Okay, this guy has the bait click here. KastKing has it here. KastKing is louder, definitely louder. Both of them has the thumb release right by the spool. The XS 50 has a thumb bar to rest your thumb on it. KastKing don't have it. The XS 50 has the big handle on it, the single handle. KastKing has the double. It's actually not the small one. I like it. Not bad. Both of them has the gear ratio 531. 531. This one says the XS says 6+1 ball bearings. This one also says 6+1 ball bearings. So the size-wise, it's I would say pretty much the same. If it's the same weight-wise, let's see what the box says. The KastKing is 350 grams, 12.3 ounces. No, this is a Piscifun. And the KastKing don't have that information on, but they feel the same. Maybe the KastKing just a little bit heavier. It's pretty much the same reel. Now, I know the KastKing has all the bearings in there brass. The Piscifun as the main gear, it's a brass gear, and the rest of them just plastics. Then you might ask me, why did I get the Piscifun Chaos 50? Well, the reason why I got it, here are the 2 boxes I just got, because I already have three of them from the same company that I've been using for 2 months. These are the bait casters for low profile one for muskie. This is the 400 series and this is the 300 series. But this is the Chaos 50. It's the same model, the one I just got, so I got 2 boxes here now. Both of them 50s. And the reason why I got another one of these, because I've been using it for 2 months. I actually like it. I like the handle, that it's bigger than the usual bait casters. I like that the spool release is not on the side like my Garcias, that it's right here. As soon as you press the thumb release, your thumb can rest on the line already. With the Garcias, it's on the side. You press the button, then you gotta real quick put your thumb there. That's the second reason I got it. And the third reason I got it is when I got the first one, the very first day when I took it out, I got a big catfish. Now, I didn't have a scale with me, but the fish was 43-inch flathead, 43-inch long. I looked it up on the chart how much they weigh. It's anywhere between like 33 and 35 pounds, and the real handle, they're real nice. So that's the reason I got one of these again. Plus back then I paid like $67 maybe for him, and I just got this for $49. It was on sale. And you can't beat that for $50. I mean, even if it's gonna last 1 or 2 seasons, I mean, it's very worth it. It's pretty smooth. This one, the KastKing, never had any of these rears yet, but I want to try it out. It's simply because it's not that expensive. It's only like 50. I think it was like $57. I put the link below the video there. You guys want to check it out. And I just wanted to try it out. And the fact is that all the gears inside of it is brass gears. The thumb release has a little play in it. I don't know if I like that. Piscifun doesn't have it, at least not much. Like I said, the Piscifun, whatever you call it, I've been already using it for 2 months, and I'm happy with it. I mean, handled that big fish. That was the biggest fish I caught. Most of us, we're not gonna fish for 100-pound fish and so on. If you fishing locally, you want a smaller reel. Fishing in the rivers and the lakes, this reel is gonna handle it. I guarantee it. I mean, it did handle my big catfish without any problem, and I just like it. I have Garcia reels, like 4 of them. This is the Garcia 6500C3. I got it probably about 24 years ago. I used it back in 2000 and 2001 whole season. Then I stopped fishing and I just started back fishing this summer. So this is going to be the first season for this reel. Comparing these two with the Garcias, it looks like size-wise it's the same. I don't see much any of them would be bigger. The C3, the Garcia, the gear ratio, it's exactly the same, just like these two. It's 5:3:1. Now, the Garcia, like I said, I bought it 24 years ago. Now, you would think like $150, $170 reel has some quality gears in there, but I just cleaned them probably about 2 months ago. I took apart all my Garcias, and guess what? It's exactly the same, just like this one. The main gear is in there is brass gear, but the rest of them, they all plastic, just like this one. Now the Garcia is gonna cost 3 times more than these two wheels. So I like that Piscifun has a bigger handle. You know, when you're fighting with the big fish, it will help. I like that the thumb release is right here, so when I press the thumb release, my thumb is already on the spool. With the Garcia, you press the thumb release here, then real quick, you gotta put your thumb on the spool. The problem is if you got say a heavier lure, or say you're fishing for catfish that has a 2-3 ounce weight, you got to be quick with that, or you do a two-hand. One hand you pressing the spool release, the thumb release here. The other finger, the other thumb got to be on the spool, otherwise it's just going to start rolling. So is it worth it that it's 3 times more expensive than this one? Like I said, the inside of it exactly the same. The difference is really the handle is bigger. I like that the spool thumb release button is right here instead of on this side. The bait clicker is on this side on this one. The Garcia has it here. Just push it up. You're asking me how loud is a Garcia? Not loud. This one louder. The KastKing is the more louder out of the three. So the question is, would I recommend? I can't recommend on this one because I just got it, so I gotta take it out and try it out, see how this one is gonna work. But this one I've been using it for 2 months, and I like it. And comparing to the Garcia, this is 3 times more expensive than this one. And the inside is basically the same. The bait alarm, this one is louder than on the Garcia. The spool release is on the side on the Garcia. This one is actually here, which I really like. Handle is bigger. You already figured that I didn't order the Garcia, I ordered the second one of this because here is the one I've been using and I'm happy with it. Like I said, the cast pretty nice, I like it. Handle that big fish pretty good, but so this one's already put to the test. You already see the scuff marks on him because I was using him. Yes, out of the two, if you're looking at price, you're on the budget, I would definitely recommend this one. If you got money to burn, whatever you prefer, these Garcias are good rears, but I still like this one better. Not because it's cheaper, it's simply because the handle is bigger. The spool release is right here, not on this side. So let's say if I got, like this one, this rod, as a, let me see, 2 or 3 ounce weight on it. Now if I'm gonna press this, my thumb is already there, so I can stop the spool not to turn. With the Garcia, see it's on the side. If you got a heavy weight on it, like 2, 3, 4 ounce lead, basically what you have to do, you're gonna have to do it in 2 hands. Push the spool release here and put your thumb on the spool, otherwise it's gonna start to spin. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Garcia, you know, they're good rears, but I still prefer this one. It's not only because it's cheaper, it's because the handle, the spool release, the bait alarm is louder, and yes, and it costs way less than the Garcia. I got 4 of these. I got a C3 6500, 2 of them. I got a 6500C4, and I got a smaller version, the 5600. They all work good, but when I'm looking at the price and overall that it's doing exactly the same thing, just like the Piscifun, I prefer this one. As far as going back to these 2 new rears that I ordered, I can't recommend this one yet because I didn't try it out. This one is pretty good. I like it. You see, I already got the second one, but I still wanted to try out the KastKing. Now, people having problem with the KastKing, saying that it's very hard to cast, and the line goes between the frame and the spool. Now, as you see, the KastKing has the same adjusting knob here, just like the Piscifun, and the Garcia has exactly the same layout, because the Garcia has it here too. There's nothing on the other end. There is nothing on the other end on this one either. But the KastKing has it here, and there's another knob here. I almost didn't order the KastKing because on YouTube, there are a lot of guys complaining about that the line gets caught in here and so on. So what are these 2 adjusting knobs are doing? I looked after it and finally I find it. So basically, on this one, this is the spool tension knob. So when you turn it forward, it's gonna get loose. So the spool is gonna spin faster. If you're turning this knob towards you, it's gonna start tightening it up. Same way with the Garcia. Garcia is doing exactly the same thing. If you turn it forward, the spool is going to get looser and looser. If you turn it towards you, then you're tightening it up. So it depends what weight of lures or lead you have. That's how you adjust it. Now, going back to the KastKing, there are two of them here. KastKing is a little bit backwards because I'm going to have to get used to it because I never used a reel, because I got used to that this knob is the spool tension knob, and it's not. This is the spool tension knob here. So what this knob does is you basically line up the spool to the frame equally on both sides. Sorry about that, I had to stop the video. Somebody was playing around with firecrackers here. So going back to the KastKing, so basically with this adjuster here, you adjust it until equal gap is going to be between the spool and the frame. So if one side has a bigger gap than the other, you're going to adjust it. Once you adjust it, once they equal here, then after that, you never touch that button again. Now, with the Garcia guys, if they get any of these reels, it's going to be, they're going to have to get used to it. Because we've been using the Garcias, and this is a tension knob for the spool. Now the KastKing has it outside here. So one more time, once you adjust the, once you center the spool into the frame with this adjuster here, after that, you don't ever touch that. This is the tension knob for the spool, you know, how fast the spool is gonna spin. So if you got a, let's say you're using it for, you know, crankbaits or spinners, whatever, you know, you're gonna have to set it up and use it. If you, after a light lure or you're putting on a heavier one, then you need to adjust it according to whatever weight you have there on the end of the line, so you're not gonna get backlash. As far as recommending reels out of the three, here's the Garcia also. One more time, there is nothing wrong with the Garcia, nothing. They're pretty reliable, but they cost 3 times more than these. Now, I can't recommend the KastKing yet because I didn't use it. I just opened up the box. If you're on the budget, you know, you just want a fishing reel that it's gonna work and don't have the kind of money to get one of these, I would recommend this. I said that before. I like it better than my Garcia. It's because the bigger handle, it's the thumb release button is there right where the spool is. I can stop the spool as soon as I hit the thumb release. And the price. I mean, let's face it, it's $50-some reel comparing to the $140, $170 reel. You know, if you're in the budget, I would definitely recommend this one. I've been using it for 2 months. I caught big fish with it. I caught a lot of big carp with it, you know, ranging from anywhere between 8 to 23 pounds. Handled it without any problem. But if you prefer the Garcia, those are nice reels. I mean, I have it, like I said, this is the third season I've been using it, no problems whatsoever. Now, how long they're gonna last, these two for 50 some dollars, I can't tell you that. But I'm gonna give it a try. I already have one of these, and from the same company, Piscifun. I have two more bait casters, the low profile one. I didn't use them a whole lot, but I did for musky fishing. I'm happy with it. As far as the KastKing goes, time will tell. I mean, if you guys are interested, I will take it out most likely tomorrow. See how it feels. If this one feels a little bit smoother than the KastKing. Not much difference. Been using on 6 of my rods this brand, braided line, 80 pounds. So if I go out for muskie, catfish, carp, it will handle it. Been using it for 2 months, no problem. It's a little bit on the expensive side. But these two reels, I'm gonna try this one. It's not that expensive, probably half the price of this one, but I still want to try it out. This is also 80-pound test line. So these two reels, they getting this line on it, and I'll take it out and go from there. If you interested on KastKing, let me know, and I'll use it for a little bit and see how it fares, see how it operates. Let me know if you have any of these reels and what you think of it. Everybody is different. Everybody has different needs, but like I said, there's nothing wrong with the Garcia. Been using it, but between the two, I prefer this one because of the handle, because of the spool thumb release. As soon as I press that button down here, my thumb is right there, so the spool is not gonna run. With the Garcias, you know, sometimes you gotta do it two hands. If you got heavier one, you press it here, but your other thumb has to be on it, because if you got 3-4 ounce lead on it, for example, catfishing, this thing is gonna just run. The same thing when you casting with, say, for muskies, whatever. It's you put on a heavy lure. That's how you need to do it. But with this one, you can do it with one hand, and that's what I like about it. The bait alarm is louder than the Garcia, I believe. This is the Garcia. You tell me. This is the Piscifun. I like the bait alarm on the KastKing. It's even more louder. You're definitely gonna hear this one. These two rods are gonna get a real put some line on it, and I'm gonna use it for now for carp fishing and see how they operate. I already know this one, so I already know how it will handle it. No problem with that. I'm pretty sure the KastKing will handle it too, but you never know. Like I said, that's the downside I seen on YouTube about the KastKing, that people didn't like it because simply there's no instruction to this reel, and I don't know why they didn't put an instruction to explain people, you know, how to set up this reel. And it took me some time until I actually find the one person was explaining it to on YouTube how to set it up. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be a good reel once you set it up correctly. You know, with the tension knob here outside, and this is centering the spool between the frame, making sure that equal gap is going to stay at the edges. So you're not going to have a big gap on one side and nothing on the other side, because let's say you get a backlash. I seen it on video. The line goes between the frame and the spool, and it gets stuck in there. And that was the complaint about the KastKing. And KastKing selling these, and I just can't believe they didn't put in a instruction and explain it to people how to set up this reel. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good reel, but time will tell. So that's it for the reels today I ordered, and what stopped me to organize my garage. I'm gonna spool them up, both of them, and I'm gonna take it out most likely tomorrow. If you guys are interested, how this one is gonna perform comparing to this one, I already know how this one does. I'll make a video and let you guys know. Thanks for watching. I see you on the next one.